fellow degens. Welcome to the Pay the Man podcast. Spoiler alert. We provide the worst possible picks on the internet. Featuring your favorite hosts, Jay Grimm and Jay Wiz.
Here we are, episode 2, Pay the Man Pod, a little NFC preview. I mean, look at this. Wiz, how's Lambeau?
Dude, beautiful blue skies today. Enjoying the last couple nice days here in August. Geared up for football season right around the corner. Just excited, man. I'm excited.
Fucking looks beautiful over there. I tell you that right now.
It is.
Maybe we get down there for week 1.
I'm already here. I don't know what you're talking about.
Maybe I gotta make the trip. We'll see how next week goes.
Yeah.
So we're coming off episode 1 where we reviewed AFC. I think that the main team that I liked in the AFC was the Denver Broncos at plus 260. We spoke about that. Go check that one out. That was my spoiler alert. But look, now we're going to NFC. What division you want to start in, Wiz? You want to take it to Lambeau? Let's take it. Let's take it to the north.
You want to go to the north? All right. So
Let's take it to the north.
We got the Green Bay Packers at minus 155.
Okay.
We got plus 240, and this is all to win the division. We got Detroit, the Detroit Lions, to face a Hard Knocks plus 950, and the Chicago Bears riding the caboose at plus 12 hundo. So last year had the Packers taking the North, king of the North as usual, 13-4. Vikings were 8-9. Chicago was 6-11, and Detroit was 13-1.
What was that Vikings line?
The Vikings are plus 240.
That's Kirk Cousins and company giving it another run. Look, they're going to make the playoffs. We know that. They're going to be in the mix.
Playoffs, the odds for the Vikings just to make the playoffs. So the Packers are minus 500 to make it. The Vikings are minus 110 to make the playoffs this year.
So they're saying Packers win the division easily.
Vikings get the wild card.
Vikings are in the wild card. The Bears are down and not even going to be worth speaking about.
Yeah.
The Lions, I mean, they finished off hot last year, no?
Yeah, so I think the thing with the Lions last year was, although they were 3-13-1, they were like a competitive 3-13-1. They were in a lot of football last year where, three games go the other way. Now, you're what is that?
6-10.
10? Yeah.
They lost a couple of games by single digits at one point, right?
They lose that game to Justin Tucker making like a 67-yard field goal,
Yeah.
But so where are you at?
I think that, put it like this. If I'm going to do a parlay with several division winners, I'm going to take the Packers. But on a straight play, I think there's value in the Vikings. I think with the Packers losing DA, after what I've seen without him in the lineup, you could probably speak on this too. It's just who's going to be the guy? Is it Lazard? It's going to be tough. Look what happens without DA. The numbers are there.
They're undefeated without DA in the LaFleur era. So this is my take with Green Bay this year. I'm not gonna be one of those guys and say, oh, we're a better team with Devontae or without Devontae Adams, or with Devontae Adams because we're undefeated. Like that's I forget what it was, 8-0 or whatever it was. That's not enough of a sample size. But I will say I think this is a much better overall roster than last year. I think this is gonna be one of the best defenses in the league. Honestly, I think, we were good last year. Now you get Jair back healthy. You got Eric Stokes a year under his belt. They were able to retain Rasul Douglas, Devondre Campbell, who was an all-pro. Now you bring in those two guys from Georgia, national champions, Devontae Wyatt and Quez, drawing a blank. I almost said Quez Watkins.
That's what I thought I was going to say too.
Quay Walker. The linebacker. two first round picks right there. You already pair them up with Rashawn Gary, who took a leap last year. I think he's going to continue to build on that. You got a great secondary, with Amos and Darnell Savage and those corners I mentioned. So I think defensively we're there. I think we're going to be one of the best defenses. Now, offensively, I expect a lot of Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon. I think it's going to be a run-heavy offense. I think they're going to utilize probably both of them on the same field at one time. I think Aaron Jones is going to be utilized a lot in the passing game this year. Robert Tunyon's coming back. He was real productive 2 years ago. And listen, you're not going to get Davante Adams' production from one guy. Like you're going to have to spread it around. You're going to have to get Jones involved. You're going to have to get Tunyon. You bring in Sammy Watkins. You draft Christian Watson, Romeo Doubs, who's been the talk of training camp and preseason. You mix those targets around. Rodgers is going to figure it out. He's a back-to-back MVP for a reason. He's done this before with when Jordy was hurt. He finds a way to win. And with this defense, like maybe it takes him, a little time for the offense to get clicking. Maybe it's not going to click right away, but I'm confident they'll figure it out and probably win this division.
I like what I'm hearing. I think that they're a clear-cut division winner. What's their win total? You have that over there?
Yeah, let me pull it up. So win totals, I think they're like 11.5. Let me see. So the Green Bay Packers are under 10.5. Over 10.5 is minus 160. Under 10.5 is plus 135.
I see a couple things saying they're gonna win 12. So that'll be
I do agree with you. I think Minnesota is going to be better this year. Offensively, they have the talent. Dalvin Cook, Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, like even, Madison, who I saw might get traded, but the talent is there. It's just could Kirk Cousins bring him to the promised land and win the division? I think he's capable of it. But their defense has been a problem the past couple of years. They actually brought in Zadarius Smith for Packer. But I agree. I think this is a two-team race between Green Bay and Minnesota. I think Chicago, they're a bottom three team. It's probably Houston, Seattle, Chicago. And I think Detroit will be a middle-of-the-road team. I think they'll be a little better, but I don't think they're going to be fighting for a wild card spot,
Right. Let's do this. These are your guys. Let's go over the schedule. You got week 1 versus the Vikings. Is that a win? At Minnesota. Let's go through the year. What do we got? You want to know?
Of course, I'm going to say 1-0, but I'll tell you, that's a very important division rival. Season opener sets the tone for the year. I think that's a very big game. But I'll say we'll split with Minnesota. I'll go 1-1 with Minnesota this year because usually that's how.
Right, and then you go. Bears come to you. So now, say you lose week 1, you go 1-1. Yeah. Then you fly down to Tampa.
Okay, we'll lose to Tampa.
So you're 1-2, and then you bring in the New England Patriots.
We'll beat New England. We'll beat the Giants. We'll beat the Jets. We'll beat the Commanders. So what is
Buffalo?
That? 5-2.
5-2, going to Buffalo in October.
Have us losing to the Bucks. I'll have us losing to the Bills. And these are I honestly believe we could beat anybody in the league.
Right.
When I think you can, but we'll say we'll lose to the Bills.
You're 5-3.
Gonna beat Detroit.
6-3.
We own Dallas.
7-3.
I think we'll beat Tennessee.
8-3.
Philly, I think will be tough for us. I think we'll be favored in that game, but you don't win every game. I'll have us losing to Philly.
I think that's on Thanksgiving.
November. Is it 20? That makes sense.
8:20 game, maybe. Very possible.
I'm being very, very conservative here. I'll have us. We're gonna beat Chicago again.
So is that 9-4 maybe? I think.
We'll lose to the Rams, and I have us beating the Dolphins. We'll beat the Vikings. We'll lost the first game, and we'll beat Detroit to close it.
So a common trend is that you are being very conservative and saying that you're losing to every playoff team that you guys play.
And that's how many wins? How many wins did we say? 11, 12?
11, that's true.
You know,
That's true.
and that's
No,
saying losing to, you know, teams that we probably will be favored against and we very well could beat.
right.
You know, so
So look, the king of the North, the Green Bay Packers.
where do you want to go to the East?
Let's go to the East.
Okay, so the East we
NFC
got
East.
okay, we got Dallas and Philly both plus 145.
Both of
Washington
them.
550, the Giants plus 750. Cowboys 12-5, win the division. Philly grabs the wild card spot 9-8. Commanders 7-10. Giants 4-13. So you want to start by just saying the big moves in this division?
The big moves in the division. Let's
It's
see.
obviously have new quarterback in town.
Right. You got Carson Wentz coming in for the Commanders. You pairing him up with Terry McLaurin, which is probably a top wide receiver in the league with a good quarterback. Do I think that's going to change the division from where it was last year? I don't think so. I think that this is the Cowboys' division to lose. I don't think Jalen Hurts. I'm not high on Jalen Hurts. I really don't like what I've seen out of him. But look, AJ Brown. I still don't think it's worth taking them nor the Commanders. I think it's the Cowboys. I'm gonna take the Cowboys.
45.
I think I'm gonna take the Cowboys. The Giants are gonna be what? Right where they were last year. Unless Barkley comes back and tears it up, but that defense doesn't look any good either.
So I was thinking about this today. Would you declare Saquon a bust at this point?
Wow, that's a great question. I mean, can it be bust due to injury?
What happened?
Can it be bust due to injury?
Well, I'm saying you take account just playing for the Giants, injuries, everything, because he was what, a third overall pick. Take everything into account. Would you say he's a bust at this point?
Put it like this: he's played two full healthy seasons. His rookie year and 2019. Both years he had over 1,000 yards rushing. He had a total of 17 touchdowns in 2 years. I mean, and he was catching passes. Bro, he caught 91 passes his rookie year.
Yeah, my man was just dumping it off to him every play.
Dumping it off. And then he comes out in 2020. I think he gets hurt early, right?
Yeah.
I think he only had like 19 rushes. I feel like he played like 1, maybe 2 weeks. And then even last year he was hurt. I think it's a little early to say the word bust after 4 years in the league and only playing 2 full seasons.
I only mention that because third overall pick is very, very early for a running back. Like when you take a running back, you're expecting them to be, especially Saquon. We were saying this guy's going to be a Hall of Famer. I mean, who was in Trent Richardson, right? Came out third overall. We had from Alabama. He was going to be. So I wouldn't say I agree. I wouldn't say he's a bust. I think it's more of a just playing for the Giants and bad luck. But I think he could very well turn around this year. So
I think my bet is for him to be the comeback player of the year. I locked that in. What odds? It was plus 1,500, I believe.
Who's favored in that?
I want to say Derrick Henry. Pull it up.
Isn't Matt Ryan up there too?
Matt Ryan's there. They even have what's his face there. Let me see.
I don't think FanDuel has the odds for like awards.
I think we did this one offshore. No. Comeback player of the year. Favorite. Derrick Henry plus 300. Jameis Winston plus 550. Christian McCaffrey Ooh, McCaffrey plus 750. Then you got Michael Thomas, Daniel Jones at plus 2,800. Where's Saquon Barkley though? Saquon Barkley plus 1,200. I
Who
mean,
just
you got
I missed the first one. I heard Winston.
Derrick Henry is the favorite, and McCaffrey's on there too at plus 750. Chase Young, Godwin. I guess. I mean,
It's
kinda
just,
weird.
they awards to the quarterbacks, you know.
Yeah.
There's a ringer parlay out there right now on FanDuel. Saints over 8.5, Cowboys under 10.5. You know what bet looks at they have a thing first win loss, so you get to choose like who the like the Rams who they're gonna have their first loss. So say like if the Falcons week 2 it's plus 1,200. You know, like I don't think they lose to the Falcons. I'm just saying.
What is it week 1?
The Bills minus 135. So I would assume like that's close to the odds for week 1. I think the Bills are.
Yeah, the Bills are minus 140.
Yes, that makes sense. But yeah, going back, the thing with the East is Dallas's offensive line. Remember a couple of years ago we were saying, is it Dak Prescott, is it Zeke, or how much of it is them or their offensive line? And now they lost everybody besides I think Zach Martin's the only constant there from just a couple of years ago. Yeah. You know they just lost Tyron Smith. I don't know if this line's going to hold up. Then you lose Amari Cooper. Didn't they lose? And they also lost what was it? Randy Gregory, right? They lost a pass rusher.
They lost Gregory.
You know, and they were 12-5 last. So I was putting a parlay for division winners, and I was really stuck on the East. I was going to put Dallas in there because I have the thing where whenever I put a team in the parlay, when I'm picking futures like this, I like knowing I have the best quarterback in the division. And I think Dak is the best quarterback in this division. I don't really think it's an argument. But then I was thinking, man, Philly won 9 games last year. And they started off bad. Now you bring in A.J. Brown. You bring in Miles Sanders, who's healthy. They made a couple of defensive pickups, right?
Right. They went with.
I know
they got Anthony Harris. They re-signed him. Jaquiski Tart. They brought in. They brought in James Bradbury, Son Reddick, Kaiser White.
There was a trade today. They actually cut Harris and they signed. They traded for the Saints safety as well. Garner Johnson.
They cut Anthony Harris and got Harris for a bag of chips.
Yeah. So I really think
Johnson.
I really think, man, Hurts. I agree with you. I'm not sold on him as a pocket passer, but I think they're going to be able to run the ball effectively, and they have enough threats on the outside where I really think Dallas is going to struggle moving the ball. Well, not moving the ball, but I think they're going to struggle offensively with that offensive line, man. I just.
Just like the odds have it, it's a 2-man race. The Eagles and the Cowboys. It's at this point, it's a coin flip, pretty much.
They went 9 last year, and Dallas went 12-5, and they lost a lot of pieces. Yeah. They lost a lot of pieces. So that 3-game difference, I mean, I think that could swing this year. I wouldn't be surprised.
When do they play each other? I want to see this.
And I'll tell you the truth. Not that I'm a believer, but there's a lot of noise on Washington this year, being a sleeper team.
Washington Commanders. It just doesn't sound right. Carson Wentz.
I mean, they come up with something better than that.
Yeah, right. I mean, come on. It's the National Football League. We're going with the Commanders. Come on now.
That's like one of those relocated teams in Madden that they get.
Right. I mean, that's just like lack of any creative minded people in that organization. Let's take a look at now. I like that we did the Packers schedule. Let's look at the Commanders schedule one time. Week 1, Jaguars. This is some schedule, huh? Week 1 Jaguars. I think they want to know. Then they get the Lions. I'm biased on that. They're gonna lose 1-1. Eagles
We go a
1 and
lot.
2. I don't know. I really don't know. Look, you asked me what fan I am. I'm my fantasy football team's fan, but Jared Goff holds a special place in my heart. You know how that goes. I'm
And
not.
now
I can't be.
finally watching Hard Knocks too.
Look, the episode was phenomenal last night. Campbell
No.
got me wanting to run through a wall. So what do I got them? I got them at 1 and 2. Cowboys 1 and 3. Titans 1 and 4. I don't see, bro. They play the NFC North. Packers, Vikings, loss. I mean, Niners loss. There's not.
This isn't a tough schedule though.
It just when you mix in the NFC North and you see, I don't know.
I'm not gonna say they're gonna win, but let's just say winnable games. Jaguars, Lions, Cowboys twice, Eagles twice. Could they win 1 or 2 games there? The Bears, right? The Texans, the Falcons, the Giants twice, the Browns. Who knows what's going on with them? I don't. I mean, that's not really that tough of a schedule. But I agree. I think this division comes down to really 2 teams, and then the other 2 teams. So, yeah.
Put it like this: there'll be a team to watch this year if they start this season 3-0 going into Dallas.
It could also be another team that we haven't mentioned here
Right.
in the NFC South.
Here we go.
You got the Atlanta Falcons. Hold on, I don't have the odds. What am I doing? Okay, here we go.
NFC South, huh?
All right, we got the Bucks minus 270, big favorite. Did you see Brady looking rough?
I don't know what's going on with that guy, but
Something.
something's going on with him.
Saints plus 300, the Panthers plus 1500, and the Falcons plus 3000.
I mean, if Tom Brady is the quarterback of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, there is no other team you could bet in this division. There's no reason why you're gonna waste your money on betting the Saints. The Panthers are coming. I mean, look, watch out for Carolina though. Watch out for them because this Baker character is getting rejuvenated over there in Carolina. I feel like that's your
Playoffs for Carolina.
+4 something to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Look, they could be in the mix. I see them winning 10+ games. I got them winning 10+.
See, 10 plus.
Yes, what's their you pulling that their lineup over there?
Yeah.
I can see them winning
So
10+.
they're over under 6.5, plus 105 in the over.
So now you tell me that I might sprinkle.
I think Baker Mayfield gets a bad rap last year for trying to play through injury.
Right.
Easily says, I can't play, I sit out. He would have looked a lot better than actually playing the way he did, you know?
He gets a revenge game week 1. He's gonna smoke them. Week 2, he has the Giants 2-0. Saints. Oh, that's a good game. Niners, Rams, Bucks.
I just say something. What do you think the line is for the Browns at Panthers week 1?
Do you want me to say what the line is, or you want me to guess?
Yes. Like, what do you think? What would you guess it's at?
Panthers a favorite by 3.5.
Very close. Minus 2.5. Minus 132.
Seems like, when we place that parlay, when we go up to the screen in 2 weeks, that's our team. That's the team we're going to roll with. That starts the parlay out.
That could be a dicey survivor play, knockout play, whatever you want to call it. That could be an option.
I don't hate what you're thinking there.
Who's the quarterback for Cleveland? Jacoby?
I mean, yeah.
Okay, but I'm sorry. You could keep going on the. I
Well, no,
just thought.
I was looking at this Panthers schedule just because I'm having winning multiple games, but then I see that they play the NFC South. Yeah, Tampa Bay. Wait, no, they play the NFC West. I'm sorry, the Niners, the Rams. Wow, I mean,
I mean, you took McCaffrey #1 overall.
I did, and I
You're-
think that Baker's gonna do a good enough job to get him the ball, and he's gonna be the running back one at the end of the year. We've seen it happen before. Why not let the kid stay hot? Let him be healthy. Let Baker think and dunk that ball. I think he could. I think it's going to be a good year for this Carolina football team, and it's going to be a tough division to pick. I'll tell you that much.
Well, so you got Tampa to win the division. You like the Panthers plus 415 to make the playoffs.
Right. I think that could work. I think that could work out where both hit, and you see Baker Mayfield rejuvenate his career.
Yeah, I wish Baker well. Honestly, I liked him coming out, and I
You
think
did. You were a big Baker guy coming out. You love when he put the flag in the middle of the field.
I like when guys, like Baker Mayfield, and because you don't really see that out of quarterbacks when they show you their emotion. They really want to. Had a bad, it was Cleveland, and I think he changed the culture over there in Cleveland. Brought them to the playoffs. No other quarterback's been able to do that in a long time, and I would like to see him, do well in Carolina. But you covered them, and you covered the. So the thing with, like we said in the AFC episode, I think there's two locks: the Bills to win the division, the Bucks to win the division. I think the only way those two don't happen is barring a Tom Brady or Josh Allen injury. Correct. I think you parlay those, you feel great about them. If an injury happens, you can't control that. I think those are two locks. I wonder if you parlay those two.
You might be damn near. I think you have that.
You're minus 104 on a Bills Bucks division parlay. You feel good about that.
You're going in there with even money. You don't hate it.
Saints. What's the Saints win total? Saints win total is over under 8.5. Thing is, no Sean Payton, who was able to carry them for a while.
Right.
Well, that's not. You had Drew Brees, obviously, but the past couple of years, Sean Payton's gonna have you ready to go. But now, Jameis Winston's back. Who knows with him? Kamara's got a big question mark over his head with suspension. Michael Thomas has a question mark. I'm staying away from them. I know some people like them this year. I'd rather not.
They made a couple key additions on the defensive side of the ball. I mean, they got the Honey Badger now. PJ Williams re-signed to stay. Yeah. Marcus May even signed a 3-year deal with them. I mean, Jameis Winston can throw for 50 touchdowns and 49 picks. They may be all right.
Well, weirdly enough, they beat the Bucks, so
that's true.
You can have a good day, but that didn't sound great. But
that's all right.
So now I think we're good with the South, right? Or you want to touch the Falcons? Ritter looks good, so I thought the Falcons were going to be a bottom 3 team.
Yeah,
5-6 games.
Ritter's going to get the start over Mariota or not yet?
Probably not yet. I would guess, but eventually he's gonna play.
And you can only imagine CPAT's load is just gonna go down, right? He carried them all year.
Yeah.
What's their? Yeah, Drake London. Was he the first wide receiver off the board? Second?
I think it was him and then Garrett Wilson, right?
Yeah, because I think Drake bet on Drake London to be the first wide receiver off the board, and I think it happened.
Yeah.
I think it happened like that.
Yeah, so I think there's not. What's their win total? Wait. This is alternate. It's not very much. 4.5.
4.5.
Could we pick 5 wins out on their schedule?
That's what we're gonna do. I like doing these little schedule things. I like it.
Okay, you ready?
Falcons schedule. We got it. Week 1.
So they got Seattle, and they play the Browns before Watson's suspension. They play the Saints, the Bears, Commanders.
Uh-oh.
So wait,
That's really
they beat Seattle. They beat the Bears,
the Browns.
the Browns.
Commanders.
I'll give them a game. Could we give them a game against the Saints?
Maybe not week 1. Week 1, maybe. Or you're gonna say they go into enemy territory on December 18th and they get it done.
Just not being the Bucks.
I got one game that it's gonna be it.
Pittsburgh.
Christmas Eve in Baltimore. The Atlanta Falcons are gonna win that football game.
Against Baltimore?
That late in the year, we're gonna see Lamar Jackson not win the big game.
Desmond Ridder gets the start.
Done. Christmas Eve, we're all doing dinner, and he's throwing Dippin' Dots down the C-pad on the sideline. They win that game. Let's hear it.
The last week of the season, January 8th, got the 1 seed locked up.
Smash the over on the Falcons win total. What is it, 4.5?
4.5. I think that's locked.
People are gonna hear this video and the line's gonna go up. Smash it. 4.5. Done. That's it.
We got 1 division left.
What do we got?
We got the NFC West.
Ooh.
Rams plus 125. 49ers plus 70. Cards plus 360. And Seattle plus 1,500.
You know my answer to that question.
Probably the toughest division in the NFC.
You're gonna have potentially maybe 3 playoff teams come out of there.
So you got Trey Lance probably starting in San Francisco.
Right.
Cardinals obviously got D-Hop suspended. They lost Chandler Jones. That's big. Rams obviously defending Super Bowl champs. You got to like where they're bringing Allen Robinson. I mean, probably an upgrade over Odell, right? I think we could.
Correct.
And then Seattle, I mean, no Geno Smith. I mean, I'm staying away, obviously. Give me every under on Seattle.
Hey.
Don't tell me you're getting the Goff jersey out.
The Goff jersey's out, brother.
Don't want you wearing that nonsense.
Come on. This is who's winning that division right here. Done. Done deal.
You're gonna get a Goff Lions jersey this year?
Out of respect for you, I won't.
Thanks.
I won't. I've been on the Fanatics store. Actually, wait. I actually got this jersey for Christmas, I believe. And I think he was either traded or whatever happened after that, within a certain time period where you were able to get an insurance policy on the jersey to get a new one in Detroit. And I didn't do it.
Wow. Dude, I mean, listen. That's
a good
when it
comes to jerseys,
that's
football,
respect.
I'll wear anything besides anyone in the NFC North. That's it. I've been around this game a while.
Why? What about? Could we just get you a Packers jersey already?
So I was thinking about getting a Packers.
Come over, dude. Just come over.
I can't officially come over yet because there's ties to certain teams around the league.
Rambo. I mean,
look, it does look beautiful.
Dude,
I don't know. I don't want to make this decision on the spot. But
all right,
I'll come out soon and make a 2022 NFL season. Who's my team? And that's who I'm going to ride with. I could, though.
Buy an owner certificate.
Right. Maybe. I can figure it out. I'll get it done. It might be tomorrow. I might come out. Hey, look, these are my guys. I'm going to ride with them. That's how I do it. They
So
might
it's
even
gonna
be in. They might even be in this division. I don't know.
go to a game this year.
You want to go?
I'm there.
We'll go to SoFi. We'll go to SoFi Stadium.
I mean, we're on two different wavelengths.
Well, I was
But-
saying that my team might be in this division right here,
Nah,
and then you were talking about going to Lambeau.
I mean, you're gonna just be about. You're gonna jump on the Super Bowl champs.
I've been on Cooper Cup's radar for the past 3 years. Come on, I've been around for a couple number changes he's had on his jersey in the past couple years.
All right.
Bandwagon. Come on, brother.
I mean, you also got you're also the guy who put on the Fernando Tatis jersey when Soto got
Right.
traded.
Right.
Padres.
Right, but I didn't buy that jersey that day. It was in my closet, ready to go rock when needed.
Wore it when news.
I wear things to cause conversation. Like, look, needed gaming. Dubby, that's my guy. I'm gonna rock him. Padres jerseys are in the closet. Tatis is the guy. Now he's cheating. Take it away. I also have a Freddie Freeman jersey in there. He's the guy. What jersey did I wear last year when they were in the World Series? The Freddie Freeman jersey. It's just how things go. The jersey conversation could be another episode because I can get really going.
You have a team. You have a team in the NFL.
I don't have an NFL team, but I do have a college team, and that conversation is wild.
Who's your winner in the West?
The Rams,
Yeah.
easily. I don't think Trey Lance is. I think he's ready to win football games, but is he going to take the 49ers to a division championship? I don't think so. I think this is the Rams division to lose, like I said, with the Cowboys. But how are you going to go out there as the defending champs and then lose the division next year? Has that ever happened?
Yeah, that's happened.
Because I was trying to find a loophole in the bet here.
Giants did that. Giants won the Super Bowl in the division.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Hasn't been a repeated NFC East division winner, I think, since 2004. I think it's flipped every year since 2000. But wait, when the Giants won, they were a wild card.
Yeah.
Were they both times, or were they? I know when they beat the Pats, they were a wild card. I don't know about the second time, so maybe I'm wrong on that.
I don't know. It's a good research question to get after.
When I was doing my parlay, future parlay, I was gonna put the Cowboys on there, and I was set for not taking the team in the West because I just remember how good this division was. And then last second, I said, you know what, not doing Dallas because what we said with the Eagles, and I thought about it. I think the Cardinals are gonna be as good. They lost to a guy, not Trey Lance. We haven't seen him. Seattle's a bottom team, and the Rams are they're just too good. They're Super Bowl champs. You got Aaron Donald. Yeah, you lost. Where they lose? They brought in Bobby Wagner, and they lost.
Hold on a second. The Rams?
They lost Von Miller. Went to
some of the Buffalo.
Wagner, and they brought in Allen Robinson to replace Odell or Robert Woods. So, and they might even bring Odell back. So,
I kind of hope they don't. I hope he goes to Buffalo.
I can see that as well.
That'd be great for the fans team. Look, let's wrap it up here. NFC. But don't say the Packers. Who's going to win the NFC this year? Quick.
The NFC Packers.
Okay, I got the Bills. That's it. That's the episode. NFC preview.
Those are winning the
Wait a second. That's brutal. I was thinking Super Bowl, not the NFC. I got the Bills winning the Super Bowl. But look, episode 2, we're done.